They laughed at me in front of 200 people. Called me cheap. Called me embarrassing. Called me someone who didn't belong. And the man I loved stood there in silence while his family let the crowd humiliate me. 3 million people watched it unfold online. What they didn't know was who my father really was. My name is Clara Monroe, and this is the night everything changed. But first, you need to understand who I am. I'm the only daughter of Richard Monroe, yes. That Richard Monroe. Tech founder, global investor. One of the wealthiest men in the country. According to Forbes, our family's net worth sits somewhere north of $8 billion. I grew up surrounded by luxury. Private jets, mansions, invitations to rooms most people never see. But I also grew up lonely. Every friendship came with expectations. Every relationship came with hidden motives. People didn't see me, they saw access. So when I turned 25, I made a decision my father hated. I stepped away. I rented a small apartment under a different last name, took a regular job as a UX designer, drove my own car, paid my own bills. I became Clara Miller, not Clara Monroe. For the first time in my life, people treated me like a human being. And that's when I met Evan. We met at a cafe when his presentation crashed 5 minutes before a meeting. I helped him fix it. He bought me coffee. We talked for hours. He worked in real estate. He was charming, ambitious, and most importantly, he had no idea who my father was. For 8 months, I believed I'd finally found something real. Then Evan invited me to his family's annual business gala. It's important, he said. My parents will be there. Clients too. I agreed, but I made a choice. I would go as myself. No labels, no status, no safety net. My father's assistant warned me. Some people are only kind when they think you matter. I smiled. That's exactly why I'm doing this. The night of the event, I wore a simple navy dress. No designer logos. No jewelry, just me. The ballroom was stunning. Crystal lights, expensive suits, dresses worth more than my car. And then, the look started. Whispers, side eyes, smiles that weren't smiles. Evan's mother, Margaret, approached us. Her expression changed the moment she saw me. This is her? She asked Evan, not bothering to look at me. Her sister chimed in. You brought that to a formal event? Someone laughed. Someone else pulled out a phone. I waited. Evan said nothing. Margaret smiled politely, but her words were sharp. Dear, this isn't really your world, is it? The comments escalated. My job, my clothes, my background. Not once did Evan step in. That's when I realized the test wasn't about them. It was about him. The moment that went viral wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was quiet. Margaret said, clearly, confidently, into a room full of people. Girls like you chase men like my son because you want a better life. The room laughed. And Evan stayed silent. That's when the doors opened. Not with drama. Not with noise. Just presence. My father walked in. Every conversation stopped. Phones turned. Faces changed. Richard Monroe doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't need to. He walked straight to me, placed his jacket around my shoulders, and said calmly, Are you ready to go home, sweetheart? The room froze. Someone whispered his name. Margaret's face drained of color. My father turned to the crowd. This is my daughter. And tonight, I watched how you treated her when you thought she had nothing. Silence. Evan tried to speak. I raised my hand. I came here as myself, I said. Not my last name, not my father's success. I wanted to know who would respect me without it. I looked at Evan. Now I know. We left. Within days, the video spread everywhere. Partnerships vanished. Invitations disappeared. Reputations collapsed, not because of revenge, but because people finally saw the truth. I didn't need to destroy anyone. They did that themselves. Months later, I stopped hiding. I started living honestly. And I learned something I'll never forget. People who only respect you when you have power were never worth your love.